Hey, this is Michaela, and you're listening to Dan Lupinski on the Dan Lupinski radio program.
Thank you, Michaela, and happy birthday, Michaela. Welcome, everybody. This is episode number 36. This is the Dan Lipinski Internet Radio Show. I am your host, Dan Lipinski, and hey, drink a green river to you. If you're down on the south side enjoying the Irish parade today. And a little bit wet outside, high about 46, but other than that, it's a good day. My guest today is Jason Hall, actor and producer. Jason, say hello to everybody.
Hey everybody, how are you?
Motorcycle riding filmmaker by night, hockey playing eye doctor by day.
I like to stretch it out a little bit, I like to be well versed.
So, Jason, where are you originally from?
Originally from outside of Peoria, Illinois, originally, so Galesburg, Illinois. So it's about 3 hours southwest of Chicago.
Okay.
And then I lived in the city for 4 years. I went to Northern Illinois for my undergrad. So, and then I lived out east for a while. Now I'm in Western Pennsylvania.
Okay. What made you get into filmmaking?
I don't really think I have probably a decent answer for that. I've always kind of been interested in it. Always been active in the arts at some point in time. Was in bands most of my life. Now that I'm older, I don't really have time for bands. So we got involved with filmmaking probably about 4 years ago, I think, just as more as an outlet to be creative to some degree. So I guess that'd probably be my biggest answer for you, just to be somewhat creative, do something creative in the arts.
Okay. What started you into filmmaking? What was your first thing you put together?
The first thing I did was I worked as I was more like a production manager and a script supervisor on a local film that was shot here in about 2006. And then while we were on set then, myself and AJ Leslie, who is one of my main actors in our new film, we decided we just sort of dropped the bomb. We wrote a script. We got a decent camera at that time and got microphones and what we needed, and we did our first film. We did that was Chasing Darkness. That was in 2007. It's a video. It's a feature film about vampires versus mafia. And then we went on from there. We didn't do anything for a little while. I had a short film that showed at Cannes Short Film Fest.
Right.
And then we filmed The Four, which is unreleased right now, and we filmed that in 2010, and then Krampus, the Christmas Devil, in 2013, and now we're currently working on Krampus, the Devil Returns.
Now talk about the first Krampus, the Christmas Devil. Now that's a action horror thriller.
Yep.
Yeah, you were a director and writer for that.
Correct. Yep. It's based on the old mythological Krampus. I'm sure people are familiar with him now. He's become more popular since the time we did this. So, but yeah, it's what we have going on here is our main actor, which is AJ Leslie. He's a police officer. He was abducted as a child, and he escaped the clutches of Krampus. He was one of the lucky kids to escape, and he grows up to be a police officer. And the town he's living in, a lot of children are being stolen, and he, as a police officer, takes it upon himself to be the cause or the reason for capturing this monster that's, the reason for killing and all the disappearance of the kids. And then we throw in kind of a real jackass of a Santa Claus, and we have, a couple other little things in there. It's fun. Then we have a escaped convict that comes back and kind of makes things a little bit goofy too for AJ's character in the movie. So there's all sorts of little subplots and stuff going on. So
okay, now you're on the ballot for best movie of 2015, 14th annual Rondo Hatton Classic Horror Award.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nobody tells me anything, I'm always the last to know. That's awesome.
And according to RogerEbert.com. He rated it with 3 stars too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But it's not out of 20, is it?
I think it's 3 out of 5. I guess I don't know.
Okay, good. I hope so.
So what went into putting Krampus together?
What's that? I'm sorry.
What went into putting the first one together? Krampus.
Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a bigger production for us. We had more out of town, less local actors for that movie. So we had more people that are from out of town. We dealt with more, I don't want to say Hollywood actors, but we had more people we had less local. Different cameras, different lights. We tried to really up our production on that one. And we spent, it was a good 2-3 months probably. And it was, 5 long days here, a long weekend here, 5 long days here, a long weekend here. It wasn't we do that straight, but pretty consistent and trying to keep our timing going. And it took us 2 months, and post production was really a bear. I mean, it was tough. I had most of the movie edited, and then the editing software I was using suddenly didn't. I updated the software, and it didn't recognize my the file formats that we were using from the camera, so I had to go back and learn a whole new editing software. So it was a real bear, but we got her done, and it seems like it's doing fairly well. So it seems like it sold pretty good this year. So, and now we're working on this new beast. So.
Okay. Anybody that's listening, you look at the bottom of the YouTube page, and there's comments. And at this time, if you have any questions or comments you want to text in, you'll be able to do that now. If you want to ask Jason any questions or comments, so you could do that now if you can. So now, Jason, you're putting together the second movie to this, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's gonna be a loose sequel. I mean, if you watch the first movie, it'll follow right along. It's about 5 years later from the first one. It's we're trying to keep it a very loose sequel, so you don't have to have seen the first one. But in this one, Jeremy, who's AJ's character, at the end of the last one, he had some bad things happen to him, and he decides to evade and escape modern civilization. So he goes out and lives out in the middle of the woods. Well, Krampus is now a little more active in wanting to steal children, and nobody really knows why. He's kind of just on a total rampage and, getting kids here, getting kids there, not needing to get the kids. Nobody knows why. So police go out and try and re-enlist Jeremy to come back and join the police force again. And he does, and he comes back, and it's a little bloodier. We got a little more bloodier, a little more gorier. We're having a little more fun with a lot of kid actors. We're using a lot more children actors this time. So we really tried up our production in this one. We have better cameras. Basically using Penn State Behrend, which is our local college. They have a big grant, and they rent out professional cameras. They have Reds and things that are used in Hollywood, and we're renting that stuff out. And we have 3 cameramen. We have sound guy, light guy. We really tried to put more of our time into our production this time, as opposed to trying to. We're learning as we go. So we're not. Nobody went to school for this. We just try and make everything better every time we make a movie.
I know how that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're doing here, we're learning as we're going along doing this. Boy, we've had our mistakes and problems, but we still trying to do what we can.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, we do what we can. It seems like everything we do, it's like with anything else, I guess. People either love you or they don't, and it's
that's true.
We have fun doing it. And that's what's important. So that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, because not everybody's gonna like what you're doing, but you do have the ones that do.
Yep. Yeah, we have fans. It's kind of weird. I've never thought I'd have fans for making movies. I always thought I was gonna be a rock star, And
yeah, right.
I have fans for the movie. It's kind of weird to me. And all over the country. I mean, all over the world. I mean, we have friends in the UK, fans in the UK. I get messages from people Eastern Europeans send me messages all the time on Facebook. It's kind of funny. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Now, you want to talk about any of the other productions you've worked on in the past, and talk about the four? No, that was action, horror, thriller.
Yeah, we're pretty consistent with that. So the 4 was We filmed the 4 in 9 days straight, and no more, no less. 9 days, 9 horrific days straight. It's a cool story. It's like a very cool story. I wish we'd go back and probably refilm maybe someday with better production. It's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse come back in modern times. They come back as a motorcycle gang, and their job or their goal is they have to find like these certain items that will let them rule the earth. Basically, is what they're after. But there's one family that has sort of been throughout time. Their job is to protect those items and keep them away from the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And the beginning of the movie takes place back in I don't remember, 1800s or something like that, and then they stopped the 4 horsemen back then. And these items are passed down through generation, and then our main star, Corey Kaloostian at the time, he gets these things handed to him, and he's like, what the hell's this? And they're like, oh, this is your job now. You have to keep this from the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. But the whole time it's like them, like a motorcycle gang, and it was fun to shoot. I was one of the 4 horsemen, so it was kind of fun to be like on the motorcycle and stuff. But like now, if we did it, I'd have a ton of people on bikes, and we could make it really cool now if we redid it. It has distribution. It has distribution, but it needs to be re-edited, and I just don't have the motivation to re-edit it. It'd be the 3rd or 4th time I've edited that movie, and I just don't have it in me. So it's probably gonna sit on the shelf for a while until I feel bad that it's sitting on the shelf for so long, and then I'll start monkeying with it again. And that's it. And then we did a short film, like I said, that showed at cons. It's called Pole Positions. It's on YouTube. If you look on our Snow Dog channel, it's on YouTube. It's funny. It's just it's kind of sexual innuendos, but for some reason they took it at cons. So I have no idea why. I submitted it as a joke one day, and they took it, and we got such a chuckle out of being at con or cans or whatever you want to call it. But we got such a chuckle out of being at Short Film Fest for basically like dick and fart jokes, So that's basically what it is.
Aren't
yeah,
those the best? Yeah, those are the
pretty
best.
much. Yeah, yeah. You guys ought to watch it. It's pretty funny. People get a kick out of it. There's part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is not as funny. We kind of pushed it a little bit, but part 1, I still laugh at it. It's dumb. It's dumb humor.
Got that right. That's it. I'll talk about chasing darkness.
Chase was it's kind of a get your feet wet movie. We went into it. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, and we went into, like I said, with friends, and we got our locations, and I wrote a script, and I think our screenplay was like, I don't know, something obnoxious, like 102 pages or something like that. It was really ridiculous for a horror film, and I think our first cut of that movie was like over 3 hours long, and we got it down to like 1 hour and 45, which is still way too long for a really crappy indie horror film. I say the word crappy loosely, but it's our first, and you go back and you watch that, and there's a lot of things you watch and you learn, and I wish I wouldn't have done that, but back then with the budget we had and cameras we had, obviously technology has developed so much better for us. Camera wise and being affordable, and so even just editing, it's so much simpler now. We don't have to try and run tapes into the computer now. It's digital to digital, and it's easy to export. And you can export in high def 4K. But that movie, we shot it on back then everybody had the old Panasonic DVX, shot on that, and tape after tape after tape after tape after tape after tape, and so local actors, mostly local actors and actresses, and we had a cool shot. We had one scene where there's about 45 vampires in makeup, so that was kind of a fun day. And
really,
we tried to do makeup by hand at first, and we realized this wasn't going to work with like 45 people wanting to be in makeup, so we hired a couple guys to do. They did airbrushing, so we ended up airbrushing them all. So it actually looked better than the grease paint makeup. So, but yeah, some hot days. We filmed that in the middle of summer, and it was some brutal days. So, but that, like I said, was my first one. First one, man. You live and you learn. We bitch about that, and now we're bitching about now it's 20 below out here filming this. So you can't win. I said Krampus is going to the Caribbean next, so we're taking him to St. Martin next, I think.
So what do you like? What do you like the best about being a producer?
I like for all the things I do, I really enjoy. I think I like the chaos of it. I really do, to some degree, until the chaos actually comes into fruition. But I like organizing and I like trying to get it set up. I'm not the best at it. Once again, I'm still learning as I go, but I like that. As far as like directing and stuff, I like working with the actors and the actresses. I like the whole production part of it. I like the whole. It's fun, you know. It's supposed to be fun. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. My favorite part about filmmaking, honestly, I love writing and I love editing. Those are my two probably favorite things out of everything that we do. I love to edit. I don't know why. It's insanity, but I like piecing it together and making it work. It's like this crazy puzzle that you kind of get to organize the way you want to.
Now, does it happen like where you have a vision? You know, it's rolling around in your head, and
Mm-hmm.
once you get it, once you say like the first thing you ever did, you know, and once you put it together, and you were able to watch it, and you think to myself, wow, am I that good? You know what I'm saying?
No, I never thought that. I never thought that. I'm ultra critical. I'm always like, oh, what the hell can I make better here? I've never liked that usually. I just put up the teaser. We had a teaser for the new Krampus just went up yesterday, and that's when the first few things I've actually looked at and said, wow, I actually did a pretty good job on that because I'm not pretty ultra critical and stuff. I still watch. I mean, it's like you listen to like people that are in bands and stuff. They still listen to their music and they're like, you know, I could change this a million times still, but there comes a point where you're cutting off little pieces here and little pieces there. It's like once you're done, you're done. But it's fun to do, man. But it's neat to actually piece it together and watch it, and, you know, all together, all pieced together, and think, wow, there's your movie. You know, you wrote like God 2 years ago. You know, basically. So yeah, that's what's cool about the whole whole process. I guess is that it's neat to see what you put on paper at one point. Now all of a sudden comes to wow, there we are on the screen. So
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a good time.
What are some of the comments from some of your fans? What have they said about some of your work?
I mean, some people couldn't even tell you, quote unquote. Some people, we had some reviewers say that our last movie was a cult classic. Some people said that it is what it is. It's a fun movie. It's a fun, entertaining film. You know, it's fast paced. I mean, that was the last one. That's really we got the most reviews on. And then you have some people that aren't happy with it. So I guess I wouldn't call them my fans, right? So
Yeah.
Everybody's the people that enjoy it. It is what it is. It's an indie film. I mean, I don't know what they're expecting. So I think anybody that liked our last one's gonna love this one. The production's it's night and day different. So it's the cameras we're using are just beautiful cameras, and the actors we only really honestly have 2 local actors in this film, 3 if you count me. I just have a real tiny little role, but it's a good time, man.
Okay. Now, from a young age, could you have pictured yourself doing this, being a filmmaker, doing what you're doing?
Absolutely not. Nope. I was laughing about that the other day. There's no way I would have thought I was be doing this when I'm, into my ages that I am now. I would have never have thought that I'd be doing this. I told you, since I was about 7 years old, I thought I was gonna be a rock star. That was my plan. That was in. I never thought I'd be doing the stuff I'm doing now, and I don't complain about it one bit. I enjoy it. So it's a good time.
That's pretty cool. Now, where do you see your career going with the future ahead?
I don't know. I guess I never really think about that. We're going to continue making film. We'll keep doing what we're doing, and we try, like I said, we try and make everyone better. We're getting noticed a little bit more, which has helped. Even out in other avenues like LA and stuff. Like we're a little more well known. We're a little more well known with some of the actors and actresses, producers. People have heard of us. So that's helped further all of our, all of us that are involved in this film and my other prior films. It's helping everybody kind of pursue their quote unquote careers if they want to.
Okay, we got a comment.
Oh boy.
All right, this is from the YouTube channel. This is from the video entitled "Official Teaser for Krampus: The Devil Returns."
Yes.
Sebastian Fox says, "Oh yeah." How about that?
That's good. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, I'm all right with that.
It's a great comment.
Thanks, Sebastian.
Oh man, so Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now. Anyway, uh,
Come on, Dan.
I'll think of it. Got brain freeze.
It's
Drink
the
some Green
commonplace of
River,
what's
Dan.
happening. There you go. There you go. That's
I'm
that's
coaching
what's
him.
happening out here today too. Everybody's got brain freeze.
I'm coaching him. He's getting stage fright, I'm afraid.
What are some of the links where anybody can look you up in anything that you're doing?
Easiest is probably our Facebook. I'm probably the best at that more than anything. I'm horrible about Twitter. I'll keep it simple for everybody. If you want to find me on Twitter, it's @at Snowdog Studio. If they want to talk to me on Facebook, I'm at Lazy Snowdog or /Lazy Snowdog, I guess. Facebook.com/Lazy Snowdog. Our new film is Facebook.com /Krampus Returns. And our old film was Facebook.com Krampus Film or Krampus Devil. Krampus Devil. So first film's Krampus Devil, second one's Krampus Returns. I'm Lazy Snowdog, and Twitter's at Snowdog Studio. I think that got everything there. So.
No, you're living in Pennsylvania.
Yep, Western PA. Yep, I'm my town I live in is right in between Erie and Pittsburgh.
How long have you been there now?
I've been out here for 14 years.
Oh, okay.
Yep, beautiful country. I love it out here.
Did you ever go out and see that that ghost town they have there in Centralia?
And you know what? I have because I just saw that list the other day, so I wrote it all down. I wrote it down as like a possible trip for like the motorcycles. So it's on my list at work right now of like places I thought maybe we'd go for a ride this year. So yes, I have not seen it, but yes, it's on my list. There's a couple in Ohio too that look awesome.
What do you enjoy doing when you're not busy filmmaking?
Motorcycle riding, man. That tops pretty much everything. So that's definitely number one on my list. I play hockey.
Are you actually an eye doctor?
Yes.
You are.
Yep. That's what I do for. That's what sort of pays the bills.
Pays the bread and butter.
Yeah, that's what keeps me from filing bankruptcy. Let's put it that way. So,
I know how that is.
Yep. That's what I do 6 days a week. That's what I do. That's my job. Yep.
So, you want to say hello? Give a shout out to anybody?
Say hello to all my fans and friends and all my cast and crew. I mean, obviously can't do it without you guys and my family, obviously. So thank you to everybody. Thank you guys too.
Do you have any closing comments before we let you go?
Like I said, just thanks to everybody who support us and kind of keep a watch on us. And I mean, can't thank you guys enough. I mean, you keep it fun. That's what keeps it more fun for me than anything is having people that, watch and comment on what we do.
All right. Well, Jason, I really appreciate you being on with us this afternoon. I know you're busy filming, and that. So again, thank you very much. Have a good Sunday, and we'll keep in touch. Hopefully, we'll have you on again. So
that sounds good. Yeah, I mean, we get close to the movie, I'll have a little bit more to talk to you about. So
cool.
Especially when it comes to that. Well, November this year, we're looking to have her out there. So it should be November of 2016.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I
right.
appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right. You take care.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good Sunday.
You too. All right.
Go Blackhawks.
Go Blackhawks.
You know it.
There you go.
Go Hawks, baby.
All right.
See you guys.
That was Jason Hall. I hope you enjoyed that interview. This is Dan Lupinski, host of the Dan Lupinski Internet Radio Show. Again, that was Jason Hall, actor and producer. Really enjoyed it talking to him. Right now, we're gonna try and call Michaela because it's her birthday today. We'll see if we can get a hold of her.
call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
Oh, well.
message system.
Leave a voicemail.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Try it again. Try it again, Dan. Jason left the hangout. He could have hung around. He's pretty cool. I like him.
I did too.
We got to really push it when he releases that film. I got the trailer. I'll send you a link to the trailer.
Okay.
Forwarded to an automatic
All
voice
right.
message system.
I'll help you out.
843
I'll help you out with the message.
436 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michaela. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Michaela. All right, you take care. Have a great day. This is Dan Lupinski. You take care, and hope to hear from you. Bye-bye. All right. And thank you for listening to my show today. And again, I hope you enjoyed the show. If not, well, I don't know what to tell you. But remember this, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is never wasted. So you have a great Sunday, and happy St. Patrick's Day for you, Green River to you. And remember this, let at least one person know you love them. Be good to yourself, and we'll see you next time. We'll be here on Tuesday. My guest will be Joan Mack, so please be here or be square. Until then, take care. Have a great day. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Take care. Bye-bye.